Welcome everyone to Doodle Chat today. We have a very, very special guest. Mirka Hokkanen is here visiting us. Hello, Mirka.
Hi, nice to see you, Bonnie.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I wish we could see each other in person more often.
So, Mirka has two new books coming out this fall, one in August and one in September. So that's
Hmm.
very exciting. That's a lot of work, Mirka. You've been
It
busy.
is. Yep. It's been a lot of fun.
Good, good. Lots of drawing. And what has she been drawing? She's been drawing a lot of leaves. Leaves are so much fun to draw. So today we're going to do
Hold
some
on.
doodling of leaves. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Her trees are so beautiful.
Hmm. And both of the books have to do with autumn.
Yeah, autumn leaves. So when the autumn leaves fall, it's so fun to just pick one up and take it home or bring your colors with you and do some tracing or maybe some leaf rubbings. Those are really fun too. And then
Hmm.
you can get the outline of your leaf and then you can color it in. So that's a lot of fun too. Okay, so we're just going to be drawing some leaves. What kind of leaf are you going to draw today, Mirka? Or
Well, I think I'll probably do many leaves,
okay.
but I think I really like the character of maple leaves and then oak leaves just because they're a little bit more exciting than just like a regular oval or something like that. So I thought they would be fun to draw.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
I I'm kind of in love with your Clover character. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
draw a little lucky Clover. What does he say in the story? It says
Oh, I'm feeling lucky.
I'm feeling lucky today. So today I'm feeling lucky too. It also reminds me of from a card. What is the clover shape? What do they call it? A club. A club from a deck
Oh,
of
yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Like playing cards.
Right. And then sometimes clovers have little details in their leaves. Like, have you ever seen the clovers that have like little heart shapes
Oh, yeah. Those are super cute.
inside their leaf pattern? That
Hmm.
fascinates
Yeah.
me.
So the maple leaves can be kind of hard, I think, to draw. And so what I usually do is, for those ones, I usually kind of draw these little kind of flat openings for him. And then I draw kind of three triangles in there, or three little angles, or or you could even think of it like a W inside over there with the middle kind of V shape being the biggest one. So that way you get kind of a nice, it makes it look like a maple leaf. And so that way they're easy to sketch because otherwise they can they have a lot of points to them.
Did you memorize how many points they have?
No, but most of them kind of have they all kind of have the similar structure to them where they have, like one main one that's pointing up and then two kind of coming down from it. And then there's kind of two more little ones on the side. And so that's usually kind of how I sketch them out. And then it's always nice to sketch with your pencil too. And then that way, if you make mistakes, then you can erase it. Oh, I was going to ask Bonnie, is your leaf like in my book, the leaves all have little eyes and like arms and legs and things, or is yours going to have
I'm gonna
little
add
arms and legs
face.
too?
Yeah, I'm totally gonna add a face to my leaf. And you can add a face to your leaf too if you want to turn them into like a character.
Little characters.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I like to do kind of big circle eyes, and I'll sketch those out too.
And sometimes the stem can be like a fun thing to use.
Hmm. Yeah. And then another idea that I really like is taking leaves and then making them into characters. So not making the leaves into like characters themselves, but like you could take many different leaves and you could kind of, make a giraffe out of it or,
Aw,
make other things out of it too, which may be kind of fun.
that's a fun idea.
So I wonder, I'm gonna draw two leaves. I wonder what they should be doing. Maybe they could be, I don't know, what would leaves be doing? Um,
Um, Gosh, what would they be
maybe,
doing? Like waving to each other?
They could be waving there, or mine are going to be on the same page. So maybe there's jumping rope.
Oh, that'd
Maybe
be
that's what they're
cute.
doing. So maybe I need to do a third little leaf in between. So I kind of put this one in the top. And so mine have like little straight legs, and then they got little itty bitty feet. And then I'll make a jump rope in there too.
So what gave you the idea to make this book all about leaves?
So I have three kids, and we really like spending time outdoors and exploring. And the first book, so it's part of a series, and the first book had to do everything with seeds. And in that book we talk about how seeds sprout and how they're important. And then because that book we wanted to do a whole I wanted to do a whole series of the books, and so it became really interesting to do them as kind of seasons. And so then after doing seeds for the spring, then it was kind of a natural progression to do fall after that, and then leaves for fall. And then I hope if we are able to do two more books for the series, then we could do flowers for summer and then composting for the wintertime.
Oh,
And so we'll
cool.
see
Composting.
if we get into that. But I just think all those processes are really interesting, and we don't always talk about that. And so I really
Right.
wanted to teach my kids that. And then while I'm teaching my kids, I might as well be teaching everybody else. And then sometimes that information can be kind of hard to kind of, there's big words. And like I was talking earlier with Bonnie, that I had a hard time understanding how photosynthesis works. And so I wanted to make a book that talks about photosynthesis in a way where, you know, where kids my age when I was little, they could understand it. And so that's kind of how the book came to be.
Yeah,
So the
that's a
book is
big
really
word right
funny.
there. Photosynthesis. That is a big word.
Yeah, that's a long, long word.
And what's your best
And
way of describing what photosynthesis is for little kids?
oh boy, I was going to say this. It's been like, I think it's been, books take a really long time to make. So we made this book, I think it's been over a year ago since I last worked on it. And so, but basically the basic idea is that the oxygen or the sunlight goes in, and then oxygen goes in, and then the leaf will kind of use it up. They kind of eat it up, and then things get, um, I do this much better in the book, but they change it. And so the oxygen and the water and the sunlight goes in, and then the leaf has cells where they all go. And then, no, sorry, carbon dioxide goes in. And you should have caught this. Carbon dioxide goes in because we breathe out carbon dioxide, and the sunlight and the water goes in. And then what happens is the sugar takes that carbon dioxide, it turns it into oxygen for us to breathe then. And so that's why one of the reason why trees are really important, and leafy things. And so it turns it into carbon dioxide, oxygen for us to breathe. And then it also creates sugar, which is then what the trees need to live.
That
And so
is an
they're
awesome description. I was like, it's how trees eat.
yeah.
That's my photosynthesis. It's how trees find
And yeah, and
nutrients
there's like
from the
special
sun.
cells in there. And yeah, like it's just a really cool process. And you can make it as complicated as you want, or that's kind of the simple version of it.
And that's what I love about your book is that it really does go into so much detail about these
Hmm.
processes and things, but yet in a very friendly way because you have these
Hmm.
adorable leaf characters who are kind of our guides through all of
Yeah.
the information.
Yeah. And then the book also talks about all the other different ways, how leaves are important. And then it also talks about how that leaves change color, which I think is really, really cool. And so that's kind of another mystery on how leaves do that. And so we reveal that in the book too.
Cool. Can't wait to read it.
And I like combining the two things. So a lot of times in my artwork, I'll combine the leaves book. It's all illustrated digitally on my iPad. But some books that I've done, like the second book that I have coming out in the fall, How the Forest Feels, that one is illustrated all with watercolors and pencils. So that's going to be the same as what I'm doing right now.
Wonderful. And what is that story about? How the
And
forest
so that one,
feels.
that one's called How the Forest Feels. The words are tell kind of a, the words tell a little bit of a different story than what the pictures do. So you kind of have to be able to read the illustrations to kind of tell the story. And so the illustrations show kind of a grandpa and then a young child going for a walk in the woods. And that's kind of their story as they go through the journey. And then you see them leaving the house in the morning, and then at nighttime they come back. And then the words talk about all the sensory things that are happening in the forest. And so they talk about prickly pine cone and squishy mud and what else is there? Like soft reeds and knobbly roots of trees. And so it talks about you get all this vocabulary. You're learning all these new words about the way that different things feel in the forest. And so I feel like that's also a really, really fun book, and I'm excited for that one to come out.
So,
Yeah.
Mirka, thank you so much for being with us on Doodle Chat. It was so great to have you and to talk about your beautiful books and your fun leaf characters.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, and I'll see everybody online.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.